All right, 49er fans, I am back for another video. This is all based on our new 53-man roster. Now, this one is going to be strictly defense. Last video I gave y'all was about the offense. So we're going to go ahead and slide down to our defense, and we'll get started. The first thing I will tell you, as far as the defense is concerned, there were a couple of cuts that were questionable for me. And once again, everybody's like, okay, we're not GMs, we're not this, we're not that. I'm fully vested in my damn team. And I watch enough football to obviously see what's going on, why we need these dudes, and what they bring to the table. Yes, preseason may be against backup talent, but there are times where preseason goes against first-string talent. These dudes are first stringers, and they should have been able to make the squad. And there's two guys that got cut that I don't really know why we did this. But we have Jeremiah Valawaga, we have Demontre Moore. Both of these dudes got cut. The issue that I have with that, and I'm starting off with this because I'll get into the squad and give you an explanation with everybody. The issue I have with that is that they were both healthy and they were both producing. And the issue that we have with this current 49ers team is we seem to love injured players. We love them. They're great. We signed a bunch of injured players, cats that are injury prone, that are known to have injuries in their career, all that stuff. We have these dudes, and they ain't out there producing, doing a goddamn thing. But the next thing you know, those are the guys that get to stay on the squad. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any absolute fucking sense. So period, point blank, it'll be very simple. We got D Ford, we got DJ Jones, we got Sheldon Day, we got Julian Taylor, and there's another guy right here, but I cannot see him. He is not in the picture. We have Nick Bosa, we have Solomon Thomas, we got DeForest Buckner, we got Eric Armstead, and we have Kentavious Street. And I think, the other guy was Ronald Blair III. So, to be honest with you, out of all those dudes, Street was looking great. He was looking really, really good. But we're going to have to put him on IR. Designated with a chance to return in week 8. So we don't even know if he's going to be back and ready yet. Because why? That issue he had with his knee then flared up on him. Julian Taylor dealing with back problems all preseason long. We barely even saw him in the last preseason game. So those are two dudes that come off the edge. Street plays anywhere, but Julian Taylor usually comes off the edge, and Street seem to has been coming off the edge as well. So those two dudes are right there. Street ain't gonna be able to produce us for at least 8 weeks. Don't matter how healthy he gets. We can't bring him back before then. Julian Taylor been dealing with back stiffness. I like the guy. I liked him from last year in preseason. I raved about him. I said he should definitely make the squad because he's gonna be a great dude. But you're not going to stash Demontre Moore and Jeremiah Valawaga on the practice squad. Those guys are going to clear fucking waivers. Not if people were smart and they were watching. There's plenty of teams out there that need edge rush help with that those two dudes can provide. Moore than reproved himself as a guy that should be in the NFL. And Valawaga, what else? What do you want from these guys? They should have made the damn squad. But nevertheless, here we go. So I believe, as far as our starters, technically, this is what's supposed to be the starting squad as far as the D-line is concerned. It's supposed to be D Ford, Solomon Thomas, DeForest Buckner, and Nick Bosa. Those are supposed to be our front four guys as far as the starting four on the D-line. DJ Jones, Sheldon Day, Julian Taylor, Eric Armstead, those will be our backups. Because they basically, our D-line is the same thing. They want to be interchangeable. They want to be able to play anywhere and do anything, as well as Ronald Blair III. Blair more so plays on the inside, though. He's more so a D tackle rather than a defensive end. So, honestly, the issue that we face is Nick Bosa's not ready. Again, look, man, everybody been riding this wave because they like what he did while he was in practice. You ain't seen him in preseason. He hasn't bumped and hit and, banged his body up to start getting ready to take football hits. And I love what he did in preseason too, but I'm not going to give him high praise, and I ain't seen him actually produce on the field in any way, shape, or form. I know it would just be preseason, and everybody's like, oh, well, you got to be cautious. You know what he can give you. No, those bumps and bruises that you get in preseason prepare you for the regular season. So we don't know. Honestly, Nick Bosa most likely will be out for 2 weeks. They'll play the Cincinnati Bengals and they'll play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, strictly based on the fact that those are two teams we should beat easily and handily. So they'll probably bring him back around week 3 when we play the Steelers, when we really need him to get going. They're saying that his status for week 1 is up in the air. I don't believe that. It's period point blank. I'm telling you right now, Nick Bosa is going to wind up being back in week 3. Mark my words, because it just the Bengals and the Bucs, really, we should not have a problem with either one of those teams, especially the Bengals without A.J. Green. We don't have to worry about that. I mean, the only guy we had to really worry about, I think, was John Ross, and that's just because he's fast. And I don't think he's on the squad anymore. Correct me if I'm wrong. But period point blank, starting, front four, is supposed to be D Ford, Nick Bosa, Solomon Thomas, and DeForest Buckner. Most likely, it will be D Ford, Solomon Thomas, DeForest Buckner, and Eric Armstead, because we have to have somebody coming off the edge to create the pressure. We're running the wide nine and everything like that. Next up, we're going to move on to the linebackers. Now, it's very simple. Cuts here, we're actually right. So the guys that we have on the squad will do what they need to do. We got Dre Greenlaw. We got Azeez Al-Shahir. We have Quan Alexander. We got Fred Warner. And we got Mark Nzacha. Now, Nzacha is more of a special teams guy. That's why he made the squad. But this last preseason game, man, he showed up, showed out. He did great on defense. He got himself an interception, read the quarterback and everything. So our starting guys most likely will wind up being Fred Warner, Dre Greenlaw, and Quan Alexander. Quan looked great in the preseason game against Kansas City, so he's back. Can't cast any aspersions on that dude. I feel like he's back. He's ready to hit, and he's ready to go hard. Them hot boys are coming for you, man. So Fred Warner, he's back. He's back to form. Everything's good. He's ready to go. So we'll move on rapidly here. So next up in this group is our defensive backs. Now, we cut a bunch of guys. There were a bunch of guys that weren't going to make it. So as far as our defensive backfield, once again, I feel like the cuts were proper. The guys we have are Kello Witherspoon, Uncle Sherm. We got K'Waun Williams. We got DJ Reed Jr., Emmanuel Mosley, and Jason Verrett. Now, as far as the starters, it's most likely going to be a Kello and Uncle Sherm. Got to be very careful with the Kello. We hope he takes a step forward, not a step back. Uncle Sherm is who he is, and he is back, baby. Right back to form. He's ready. So I ain't worried about that side of the field. As far as the Kello goes, let's just hope that he's continually progressing forward and he does what he needs to do. K'Waun, I believe, is still recovering from a knee injury. He's more of a nickel cornerback type guy. He can start on the outside if needed, but I think he's more of a nickelback kind of guy. So we'll see when he's healthy and ready to go. Emmanuel Mosley played his way onto this squad because of everything that he did during preseason and in training camp. So you got to respect the guy for being able to make the squad. DJ Reed Jr. is a versatile defensive back. He will go ahead and play safety if he needs to, if they want him out there. And then at the same time, we got DJ Reed Jr. He is probably going to be our nickelback guy. He's designated as such. Now, the question mark here on the squad is Jason Verrett. Haven't heard anything about him. Him and Nick Bosa both went down with high ankle sprains. We've heard reports on Bosa continuously, and nothing on Verrett. It's almost like the guy doesn't even exist. I almost thought he died for a minute. I ain't wishing that on him or nothing. I'm just saying comically, like, damn, where the fuck has this dude been? They done stashed this motherfucker. We don't even know what's going to happen. And maybe that's a plot or report by, John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan. Next thing you know, on game day, Jason Verrett starting, and everybody's like, oh, this is where the fuck he's been? Shit, I didn't even know this motherfucker was playing. So, question mark for Jason Verrett. K'Waun, we know, is recovering from a knee issue, so he may not be out there very often. But, as far as I can see right now, the starters are going to be Uncle Sherm, Kello, and DJ Reed Jr. will be running pretty much mostly a base nickel package, strictly based on, that's what, most teams running, mostly running 3 wide system, so we'll run that more often than not. Now, here's the the oddball out of it. We only have three safeties, and that's Jimmy Ward, Jaquiski Tart, and Tarvarius Moore. Now, Tart and Ward are known to get injured through the season all the fucking time. So, I mean, you got Tarvarius Moore, and you have DJ Reed, who can play the backup spots for Tart and Ward, because I believe Tart and Ward are most likely going to be our starters. And like I said, neither one of them usually lasts a full season. Jimmy Ward, aka Mr. Glass, he always breaks something, do something wrong, and he gonna wind up getting injured at some point in the season. I'll never cast that on him, but it just happens every damn year, and this is normal. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Tart. He don't stay healthy all year, but I mean, hey, we'll see what happens. So Moore played his way into the position he got into because they took him away from being a quarterback and put him back at his natural position, which is safety, and he flourished. So, they even had him, they had Jimmy Ward and Tarvarius Moore, even though they played the same position, they had him on the field because Ward is better at playing a nickelback. So I think it's going to be a great thing, but I'm just a little confused why we don't have a backup behind, Tart as far as it, comes through when it comes to those guys. So that can be a little bit of an issue. As far as our special teams go, we all know who that is. We got Robbie Gould. Robbie Gould is money. We got Mitch Wish. That boy can put the ball in the air for 20 minutes. You sit down and have a full meal before that damn ball comes down. I mean, he's a great punter, and everybody loves him. I like him. I still don't think we should have spent a 4th round pick on him. I'm never gonna waver for that. I think we could have got him at least the 5th, 6th round. I don't know. We got Colin Hoba because we got our other long snapper. For some reason he got hit with performance enhancing drugs. I'm thinking, fucking long snapper, what the hell, performance enhancing what? So it is what it is. But that is our defense and our special teams. So like I said, confusing part is why we only have 3 safeties. I don't understand that because our 2 main safeties usually are not always very healthy. I feel like next year we may draft a safety, that we feel is great and is going to be able to do some good things for the team because T. Moore is the future. We like Jimmy Ward, but I think this is his last year on his contract, and I feel like they're reluctant to sign him unless he stays healthy for a full year and just balls out. And there's a possibility he could get himself an extension. Tart, same thing. Like him, but just can't stay healthy. And once again, as far as our DBs, our question marks, just the only question mark is where the fuck is Jason Verrett? If any of y'all have anything on him, any reports, anything, I've added Matt Barrows, Pat Holloway, I've added all these people like, yo, give me a report on Jason Verrett. I've got them all on Twitter like, yo, where is this dude? Because you ain't seen nothing since that video that he posted as far as him being healthy and ready to go. I don't understand it. I don't know where he is or what's going on or why, for some freak of nature reason, he's not out there, but he's not. So it is what it is. We'll figure out what's going on, man, and we will keep you updated and keep you posted. Once I hear something about Jason Verrett, hell, I'll do a video strictly on just that. But this is our final 53-man roster. And I can tell you right now, I'm going to stick with it. As far as what I said, don't like the cuts of Balawaga and Moore. Don't think we're going to be able to stash those guys on the practice squad. If we wind up getting lucky and we do get one of those guys on the practice squad, I mean, that's a huge blessing, huge blessing. But I have to say, these are the guys that we about to run with, people. And this is the squad that we about to put out there. I tell you right now, I just pray to God that D-line unleashes pain and punishment on any and every one. And I hope that Nick Bosa winds up staying healthy for the rest of the year. He's probably going to miss the first 2 games, which is not a surprise to me because, like I said, I wasn't counting on him being healthy in the first damn place. Y'all can tell me I'm wrong. Y'all can tell me, that, I shouldn't be thinking like that and people can be upset. But to be honest with you, I'm not saying anything that's not facts. Go ahead and prove me wrong. Has he been available during the preseason? No. Did he get injured in OTAs? Yes. Did he look good before he got injured when we were practicing in training camp? Yes. But what happened? He got injured again. It's just the guy's got bad luck or something. I don't know. His brother's got bad luck because he be injured all the time too. I know because my brother is a diehard Chargers fan. So, it's like when they're out there, they terrorize you. They're great. They're good for your defense. But when they ain't out there, you really do miss them because their production is definitely solid. But to me, it's still, he ain't produced nothing in the NFL yet, so I'm not going to sit up there and, get on him and ride this Nick Bosa train for no damn reason. He got to get healthy. But this is our defense. These are our starters, most likely. We're going to get going. I'm going to give y'all a prediction video right now. Peace.